Okay, well, welcome everybody to our Gut Health Zoom tonight. We are so glad that you have joined us, and we know that this is your precious time, so we are going to try to keep it short, and we just really appreciate you coming tonight. So my name is Ashley Nix, and I have been taking Plexus now for over 6 years, and I never want to go back to the way I felt before. So I will probably continue to take these products as long as I possibly can. And I just we have a story of how it has helped us, but I want to let the ladies that are going to be sharing tonight share most of their story. So I'm just going to kind of be giving an intro to everything. But I did want you to know that they have helped me as a mom, and I feel like I have energy to keep up with my 5 kids, and my husband's a pastor, and we live a very busy life. And without Plexus, I don't really know where we would be. So I'm just thankful for it. I'm thankful for the friendships of the people that I have come along the way. And just, I never dreamed what a little bit of health and happiness would do. That's what we call ourselves, as a healthy and happiness company. And so I look forward to sharing it with you guys, because I know that if it did what it has done for our family, and what these ladies who are going to share tonight, what it has done for them, then I know that it can help you too. So we just really appreciate you coming. And so we're going to start off with the problem, because I didn't really realize whenever I started Plexus how much was affecting the outside of my life, and the way that I felt on the outside was being affected by what was going on the inside. I mean, I understood that that could be the case, but I just didn't really realize how much was actually linked to that. And so I'm going to show you a picture here, and I want you to look at it, and I want you to just count how many of these that you can relate to. Okay. If my slideshow works. So how many of these can you relate to? Okay, so I didn't come into Plexus with really a long list. My husband did, but I wasn't personally experiencing a whole lot when I came into Plexus, but I counted 7 within the first 2 columns. So I'm not sure how many you counted. Maybe you can put in the chat, and if you want to share how many that you counted that you can relate to, that you are currently dealing with. And all of these issues can be traced back to your gut. And a lot of times we call that our second brain. It's the root of your health. And so it is very important that we address it and that we take care of it. So what I want to do before we really get started into what to do about it, I wanted to ask Amy if she would share. Well, actually, we'll go with Kim first, because Amy's going to share something else in a few minutes. But Kim, since she's on here, she didn't know she'd be here. Kim, can you share just a few minutes about how Plexus has helped you so far? And you'll have to unmute. Hold on. Let me ask you to unmute.
Okay, how's that? Okay. Thanks, Maggie, for coming. Maggie's my cousin. I'm so excited she's here with us. So I started Plexus almost a year ago, and it was pretty much my last effort before I went to the doctor. Well, we'll just go ahead and be real open, because if you know Plexus at all, we're open with each other about a lot of issues that we have. And so I had a real struggle with bathroom issues, and I'm talking so bad. Like, I could go up to like 9 to 10 days without using the bathroom. And I knew I could not continue living this way. And so I had reached out to Ashley several times, and it was just, well, no, I can't afford to do that yet. And there was just always an excuse. So I do try to be patient with those people that I've reached out to, because I know I was that same way at first. But started taking Plexus, and my husband was super skeptical about it. But like I said, it was my last effort before I went to the doctor. And so I started it, and the first month I didn't see anything, but I knew going in I was going to give it 3 months And if after 3 months it didn't work, well, I tried, and then I'd go to the doctor. And so Ashley just continued to help me along the way, and how many pills I needed to be taken and all of that. And so the second month, it honestly took about probably halfway through the second month before I really started seeing something. But again, with my system being messed up as it was, I knew it was going to take a while. So I was willing to be patient with that. And I remember Ashley saying, "Wow, we've got you up to X amount of pills. I think I only know one other person that takes 6 and you're taking 5," or something like that. And I was like, "Yeah, I told you it was bad." But it's really been great. And so I went in it expecting it to help my bathroom struggles. But I had also been dealing with a little bit of acne, which I've never had a problem with before. And I don't even know if I shared this with you, Ashley, but maybe like 4 or 5 months in, I was like, "Oh, you know what? My nose is cleared up." And it's like just dawned on me, "Oh, well, Plexus has helped with that too." And and then just now when I was reading through that list, it just dawned on me something else. My cycle, probably, I don't know, maybe a year or two ago, my cycle went from every 4 weeks to every 5 weeks, which I was like, "Okay, that's fine. No big deal." I had a friend, she's a nurse. She's like, "Oh, it's just because you're getting older." And anyway, when I was reading through that list, I was like, "You know what? My cycle's back to every 4 weeks now." And so, I mean, I haven't changed anything else, so I would have to credit it to Plexus helping on that issue too. So yeah, you just never know. But anyway, I've thoroughly enjoyed it, and like Ashley, I plan on taking it as long as I can. I do love the products. I'm still learning about a lot of them, and hoping to get a lot more people interested and to help their issues also. That's all I got, Ashley.
That was so good. Thank you so much, my friend. Okay, so I'm going to share my screen again because I want to tell you a little bit about how Plexus helped Kim with some of those issues and how it can help you with some of the things that you're dealing with. So I want you to think about your gut as a garden. And I want you to think, this is garden season, okay? I'm a gardener. We got some other ladies on here who love to get out in the garden. It's really simple the way that it works. And I think this is one of the easiest illustrations to understand. Maybe it's just a country girl thing, but whenever you're going to plant your garden, you have to get out the bad stuff. And when you go out to the ground and you're going to put a plant in, you don't just go out there and put a seed in. Okay, you got to get everything out. You got to get the grass out if there's grass. You've got to plow that thing up. You have got to do a lot of work. So when she was talking about those, she actually said about 6 weeks of taking the products before she really saw it get to that place where it was getting her the help that she needed. My husband was about that way with some of his issues. I was about 2 days. I was like, I feel better already. I don't ever want to stop. So everybody's so different. Okay. So we're all coming into Plexus. Some of us come into Plexus with like a pasture. Some of us come into Plexus with almost already garden. Okay. So everybody just comes in different places. So give yourself the time that it's going to take to do that prep work. And so you've got to pull the bad stuff out. And so when our gut is out of balance, it is not going to, those health issues that you saw in that first slide are going to be what we see evident in our life. And so some of it's going to be like bathroom issues. You think about gut health when you think about bathroom issues, but she was talking about acne. I experience more energy, better immunity, things like that. All of that is actually linked to your gut too. So in order to get it back in balance, we've got to get the bad stuff out and pull out the weeds. And we call that product BioCleanse. And a lot of people, I say this all the time, but I still have people that are very concerned about BioCleanse because, when Americans think the word cleanse, we think about the cleanse, that people buy, like the product cleanse, and people buy it and they use it for a week and they need to take off a week from work. Okay, this is not like that. And we actually have a new one. If you can see my screen, my thing here, we just rebranded and got a prettier bottle, but this product is not like what it sounds like. This product just assists your body in doing what it's already doing. And so it's just pulling out the bad stuff. And in Kim's case, it was getting things going. Okay. And a lot of people think, oh my goodness, I already go to the bathroom too much, because I just faced this issue with a lady, and I had a hard time teaching her that this product's not going to make you go to the bathroom anymore. In fact, it can actually bring you to normal levels. And I don't know how a product can do that. But I do understand that it's just fixing the problems that are inside. And so if you're going too much, this will help you. If you're going too little, this will help you too. So got to get the bad stuff out before we can put the good stuff in. Well, we have another product that has the good stuff. So you pulled some of the bad stuff out of your garden, got the grass out, got the rocks out, but there's still some stuff underneath the surface. Okay, we need to get the stuff that's buried in the soil, and then we need to put in the seed. Well, this product is one of my absolute favorites because it does that. This is a powerhouse, because I was the girl who was at the health food store trying to find the best probiotic for our family, spending a lot of money trying different things, and this product right here is the one that has worked for our family. So it not only pulls out the stuff that is really bad in there, okay, this actually addresses your intestinal yeast, which sounds completely utterly disgusting, but it's there, because when you walk through the forest, you see fungus on dead, dying things, right? Well, you actually have a little bit of that inside of you when you're born that will actually help you to decay one day whenever you die. But because of our American lifestyle, we use sugar. Oh my word. Like, y'all, I can't even there is so much sugar. Sometimes I just am completely, utterly amazed at how much sugar that Americans consume every day. Starting with our breakfast cereal and ending with our ice cream at the end of the night. Okay. I mean, it is all day long with drinking gallons of sweet tea every day. Okay. So even if you're doing all that, it's okay. It's just a normal American thing, but we eat so much sugar, and it feeds that yeast in our gut, and it begins to grow out of control. And it actually can cause little holes in your gut, causing it to leak out into your body, leading to something that they call leaky gut. And it just wreaks havoc on your body, and it shows in different ways in different people, which is why that list looks so vast. I mean, you're talking about acne 1 minute, and you're talking about acid reflux the next. That's because our bodies all demonstrate it differently. And so this takes out the bad stuff that's really buried deep, and the yeast is very hard to get to. And then it also puts in the good probiotics. And so that's why we call it Probio 5, because it has 5 strands of good bacteria. This is what my probiotics from the health food store did not have. This is all in one, and it really gets to work while you're asleep, because you take it at night. So we got the weeds out, we got the bad weeds out, and put more seeds in. And then our garden can grow, and we're going to fertilize it and protect it, right? We're going to take care of it on a day-to-day basis. Now, this is our famous pink drink that you guys have probably seen your friends drinking, heard about it. We have the old packaging and the new one that's really a pretty pink. And we have another one called Hunger Control, which I'll talk about in just a second. You notice the package is a little bit bigger. But I love this product because it not only helps balance me, which is what Kim was talking about, it helps balance your hormone. It also helps with your blood sugar. And you think, well, I'm not a diabetic, I don't need that. Well, actually, we are all fighting the battle of balancing our blood sugar every single day, every single one of us. And so it brings balance to that. And that's your master hormone. I think when women hear hormones, we are like turned on, got my ears on, hormones. And when she was talking about her cycle getting regulated, that's why, because her body got in balance and it started making things go the way that they're supposed to. And so this product does that for your blood sugar, but then it also has like a Miracle Grow that's that's not what it's called, but it has a prebiotic that's like a Miracle Grow, and it just fertilizes what's the good bacteria is inside of your gut. So not only are you getting rid of the bad, putting in the good, but then you're helping the good to grow and protecting it from all the other harmful things that we put into our body. And so anyway, this product helps with balance. We have, it helps with cholesterol, blood pressure, blood sugar. We have diabetics who get their blood sugar into normal range. And it's just amazing to me what this product does. when I began to take this product, within just a few days, I began to see energy, because it doesn't have caffeine in it though. And that's what's amazing. So we have two flavors. One is the raspberry watermelon lemon, which doesn't really sound like a good combo, but it is very good. My favorite is the black cherry lime. Some people like that one. And then we have the microbiome one, has the good prebiotics in it for your gut, and the hunger control has a fiber in it that helps keep you full longer, but it doesn't have the microbiome stuff in it. But you could use these interchangeably. Like 1 month, if you wanted to use this one, you could use this one. If you have an autoimmune issue though, I'll just go ahead and say it, go ahead and get the microbiome one. Usually we don't recommend the hunger control one as much for autoimmune issues. So that is what we call the triplex. And that is the place where we really like for people to start, because it is a system that works. I have seen so many countless stories, and this is where they start. So if I had a recommendation for everybody on this call, if you're not already on the triplex, this is where I would start. Even if you say to me, Ashley, all I want to do is lose 50 pounds before I go to Hawaii in the fall, start here, because we will get you there. Okay, you can begin that site, you can begin that, but having a good foundation is going to enable your body to be ready to lose that weight in a healthy way. So I'm going to now turn it over to Amy, who is going to, I said Amy. Yes, I think I'm going to turn it over to Amy. I was thinking about that. I was like, do I want to let Jennifer go first or Amy go first? I think we're going to go with Amy, because I want to hear her story. She's going to tell you how Plexus has helped her.
Well, thank you, Ashley. It's such a pleasure to be here speaking to everybody tonight. Again, my name is Amy Casey. I've been married to Jimmy, who is a pastor and a full-time hospice chaplain since November of 2009. We have one daughter, Grayson, who's 10 years old. I work full-time serving as the payroll manager at Georgia Gwinnett College in Lawrenceville. I first started Plexus in January of 2018. I'm going to back up about 10 years before, till 2008. I had gastric bypass surgery to lose weight. I lost over 200 pounds, and I believe that it saved my life. And I'm going to call it GBP because it's a lot out of the mouth. But anyway, GBP is not a magic bullet. I had several years of maintaining, which I was still at my lowest weight, still about 70 pounds overweight. But I felt really good, and I thought I could continue to lose the weight, but I hit a wall, and the weight began creeping back up between 2011 and 2018. And in 2013, I had a dental procedure done, and I got an intestinal bacterium and had diarrhea and vomiting for almost a month. However, because I'm GBP, I wasn't really vomiting, I was dry heaving. People that have GBP typically cannot vomit. I mean, it's not uncommon for that to occur. Some people can, no problem, but I'm one, I can't, even if I get a bad stomach virus, it's just dry heaving. So it's a miserable situation. As time went on after that, I improved some, but I still had diarrhea at least 5 times a week. And most of the time that was between 1 a.m. and 4 a.m. I was not doing well at all. I had several doctors that told me I would have to live with it because of being a GBP person. So I really thought there was no hope, that I'd accepted the fact that this is just the way it is, and I'm just going to have to live with it. So in 2017, Jennifer Dunnigan, one of my closest and dearest friends, introduced me to Plexus. I was stubborn, so she kept after me for almost a year, probably a little more than that, to try it. So I believe it was in December, maybe January of 2017. I won like a 7-day trial pack, and I tried it of just the pink drink, and I could tell a difference in my energy level. And by the third day, I realized that the diarrhea had stopped. It just stopped. And I was so thankful. So I signed up then to be an ambassador. I took it for about 2 years and I stopped. I'm going to be very transparent here. I decided maybe I'd been healed of the issues. So I had a pretty good 2020, and then 2021 hit and my symptoms returned. I did not want to start back again because I was embarrassed that I'd let myself get back to square one. However, in August of 2021, I got COVID. And thankfully that my symptoms, they were not that bad. I wasn't hospitalized. I was vaccinated and had gotten the monoclonal antibodies because of some other health issues that I have. But as I was laying flat on my face to help my lung function, I promised myself in God that I would start taking better care of myself. That meant going back on Plexus. I signed back up, and since then I've taken my private products faithfully and drank my water. I think when I signed up the second time, Jennifer had no clue. She had no clue that I was going to re-sign up. And I think I shocked her and Ashley and Amanda all. I'm back. So I started taking consistently my products faithfully. I drank my water, just trying to move more. And I started trying just to watch what I put into my body. Since then, I'm down 22 pounds. I bounce back and forth between 22 and 25 pounds, depending on the day, whatever. It's not gangbusters by any means. And I still have about 150 pounds that I want to lose. The reason I started sharing it so much recently is because I feel like that we are created for a purpose. And we need to seek the Lord to discover what our purpose is. And then when you have it, you have to be intentional about it. My purpose is to bring light and love, seasoned with kindness, to every person that I come in contact with. I'm not able to do that if I don't feel my best. I feel like every person deserves to feel their best. That being said, this is why I chose to start sharing Plexus. I cannot keep quiet any longer about what it has done for me. Every single person deserves to be the very best version of themselves. And Plexus helps me, and it will help everybody else by taking care of the temple that God has graciously given us. And I just want to say thank you, Angie Thompson. She's a good friend of mine too, for joining us tonight. And I just want to say thank you. And I thank the Lord above for giving me another opportunity.
Wow, Amy, that was so powerful. I mean, that was amazing. I will tell you that since you have been back, you have been an inspiration to me and you have encouraged me. And I have really enjoyed getting to know you and doing this with you. And I'm glad you're a part of our team. And I would
I'm honored. Thank you.
never want you to ever feel embarrassed or ashamed, because you're not the only one who's done that. So we're just so glad. And I love all that you said. It was such a blessing to me. So before we leave tonight, because we're not going to hold you much longer, but that wonderful friend of hers, Jennifer, is going to send us out tonight and tell you about how to get your hands on what we talked about tonight. And I'm going to share my screen again while she's talking. Is that okay, Jennifer?
Yeah, that is fine. Been over here trying to hold back tears from listening to Amy's testimony tonight. My goodness, that was so good. Amy's a very precious friend of mine, and I did keep contacting her and keep following up and invited her to things just like this that we're on tonight. And so, and yes, So she had COVID, got over it, joined in September while my husband was in the hospital with COVID. So I didn't even know. I just got a random email that somebody had joined, signed back up, and it was Amy. And so I was so excited that she was going to start these products again because they are a blessing. We do have a few others that I was going to talk about real quick, if that's okay, Ashley. We have a kids line. So if you're actually on the call and you have the camera available, you probably saw two little stinkers that were with me. I have a 6-year-old and a 3-year-old. They are almost 4 and 7. I was able to take the products approved by my midwife for my second one. And let me tell you, pregnancy with Plexus is amazing. My energy level was better. Hormones were better. My postpartum was 10 times easier. I'm telling you, if you're pregnant, you need to be on Plexus. You need to start it before to get things balanced out. But that was a blessing. So they are actually on the products as well. And I'm pretty sure all of Ashley's children are, our first 4 are. So 2 years old and above can actually take our kids multivitamin. So this is the X Factor Kids line, and they have 2 products for children. Before they had this, I was opening up our ProBio 5 that we have for adults, our probiotic, and I was putting half in a little bit of yogurt every night to give my 2-year-old. Well, then Plexus, they knew our needs, they answered the call, and we not only have just a multivitamin, this has a probiotic in it. It's not a gummy, there's no sugar, it's not filled with any junk. This is very safe, it's delicious. So my boys both take this every morning. And then something else, there were several moms that had children having some issues, maybe with focusing and just other things. And so they were opening up the Mega X product that we have and giving it into their kids, giving it to their kids in whether it be yogurt or a little bit of a drink or something. Well, Plexus heard what they were doing and they delivered. They did some research and they came out with the Mega Kids microbiome drink. So my boys just say that this is their Slim. And so it's just a packet that they empty into a cup. You can mix it with juice. You can mix it with, that's what we use, is we usually put some pineapple juice in it, natural pineapple juice, and stir it up, shake it really good in their little shaker bottle, and they drink that stuff and call it their Slim. So it's not their pink drink, but it's their version of their Slim. It helps kids with focus issues. My oldest has a little bit of that with school. And if we keep him consistent on it, he does very well. If we miss a week, which we have before, we can tell within just a few days. So that's one of our favorite lines that we have. And so our whole family is on it. And then we do have a skincare line that Plexus introduced in 2018. We have some amazing moisturizer. We have a morning and a night serum. Super simple, super easy. Because listen, just as our gut is exposed to toxins in the way we eat, think about all that our skin is exposed to, right? And so we need to treat and care for that microbiome as well. It's an additional microbiome, okay? Then, I think this was early 2020, they introduced collagen. I love this stuff. I just mix it with my coffee. You can mix it with your pink drink, whatever works for you. And collagen, and I didn't know this until just in recent years when I started learning more about it. Yes, it's great for your hair and your nails and your eyelashes and things like that. And people who have had hair loss due to COVID, it's helped them. That's great. However, some things that I have learned in my research with collagen is it also is great for gut health. It helps to repair that leaky gut. Why is that? Because collagen is actually like a binder. So our bodies need water. We're made up of water. Well, collagen is it's that element that holds the rest of us together. And when we are in our early to mid 20s, our body starts producing less and less and less. That's why our skin ages, right? And so, us women, we can be very vain and we don't want to show those wrinkles or those fine lines and so we take that collagen. Another thing that collagen helps with, ours, it has protein in it. Protein, you need that for weight loss, building muscle, things of that nature. So that's just my spill on those 2 products, or those 2 lines that we hadn't talked about tonight. Absolutely love them. All right, one of the last questions that you're going to ask is, okay, I need this. Where do I sign up, right? So what you're going to do is talk to the person who invited you or shared this call with you. And there's two ways to do that. I love how easy this is to order, right? So you can sign up as a retail customer if you're like, hey, I just want to try this for 1 month and that's it. All right. Well, we have a retail price, retail customer. That's fine. It's a one-time purchase. Okay. So you can just sign up. You have an account that you can use. So just like you would create an account when you go to shop on Amazon or Kohl's or something like that, it's the same thing. It is the most expensive option, but you don't have to stay that way. You can always upgrade later to a VIP customer, or you can sign up to begin with as a VIP customer. So that's going to give you a 60-day money-back guarantee. That VIP customer comes with a 1-year membership, $9.95, okay, to join. That's 25% off of retail all year long. That's not $9.95 a month. I've had several people ask me that. That is $9.95 for your membership for the whole year, okay? And then that first time that you sign up, you're going to order you a welcome pack, which includes your products. And this month, you're going to get a free bag of Active, our energy drink. I absolutely love our Active. Being a VIP customer, you also get a referral link. So when you sign up, create your account, they give you a referral link. You can share that with your sister, your mom that's going to want to do this with you. Why? Because you're going to want an accountability partner to do this with you. And so if you share that link, you can either use it to, you'll get perks from that. You can get free product, or you can earn cash back by sharing your referral link. So that's one of the things that I absolutely love. Plexus makes it so easy. They make it fun. And I love our perks program because I tell people, it's like Chick-fil-A. And the more times that I go through Chick-fil-A and use my mobile order or my mobile app, I get points. And I go back and I turn those in for a free biscuit or a free chicken minis for the kids, something like that, right? Well, it's the same thing with Plexus. Every time I order each month, my subscription processes, I earn these perks that I go back and I turn in for free product. It's the perfect way for me to order my kids' vitamins, my collagen, my skincare. I love being able to turn those things in to get some free product. So, Ashley, I will turn it back over to you.
Okay, guys. Well, thank y'all so much for coming. I hope that you've heard some things that have really sparked your mind and you think I can relate to that. Or maybe you have questions. And so we're actually going to stop the recording and I'm going to open the floor if anybody had a question that they wanted to ask.